Back to back. Yeah. Yo. They finally let me up out that motherfucker. Shit. Let my people go. Shit. Happy Friday. It is July 16th, 2021. This is episode 82, the year I was born. Yes. Let's have some goddamn fun. Yeah. Name that tune. Giving away my goddamn age. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm AJ. You're too kind. So, this particular Friday, since I've been kind of sort of been watching what I've been eating, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I stopped by Sam's Chicken and got me a goddamn 4-piece. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, Rome wasn't built in a day, so a 4-piece ain't going to kill nobody. Yeah. With the potato wedges, I probably won't eat all the potato wedges. I'll probably just nibble on the chicken. But, woo! What a week, what a week. I'm so happy to be done. I hope you guys had a very productive week. That being said, I got a couple stories for you guys that I felt interesting to share from my heart to yours. Isn't that nice? Who's batting first? A California movie producer was indicted on charges of running a secret prostitution ring under the guise of a production company. Wow, I've never heard about that happening before. Come here, sweetie. Sit on this couch. Let me introduce myself. My name is Weinstein. Avery Weinstein. And it's sad how so many young women and men move out to California with hopes of becoming a legitimate actor or actress, and they just choose what's behind door number 3, and they end up on fucking Skid Row somewhere. Jesus. It happens like that sometimes. But a California movie producer was indicted on casting couch, on charges of running a secret prostitution ring under the guise of a production company. A movie producer, Dylan Jordan, was arrested in California, but faces charges in the Southern District of New York. Yeah, getting all just work, spreading it all around. He once worked with Ethan Hawke on The Kid and Maggie Gyllenhaal, the kindergarten teacher. So he's probably known. You know what? There's so many of these people out there in that fucking business that I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you think this is the first person or the 100th person that got caught doing some shit like this? A California movie producer was indicted of running a secret international prostitution ring under the cover of a film business, the U.S. Justice Department announced Thursday. Dillian Jordan, which is a more douchebag name than Dylan, who goes by the aliases Daniel Jordan, Danny Jordan, call me Danny J, Daniel Maurice Hatton, this guy's a fucking Daniel Bowler, yo, it's yo, he remind me of Samuel L. Jackson, played Hennessy in Long Kiss Goodnight, and he said his name was Frank and Ernest. He said, I'm gonna be Frank and Ernest some shit, and he told Gina Davis, he was like, "Yeah, I'm Frank in one town and I'm Ernest in another." Jordan, that's a hell of a movie. It still holds up today. Jordan produced films such as The Kid, starring Ethan Hawke, the kindergarten teacher, with Maggie Gyllenhaal, Skin, starring Jamie Bell. I don't know who the hell that is, and Vera Farmiga. I don't know who that is. As alleged for years, Dillian Jordan, Daniel J. operated an extensive and far reaching prostitution business using a purported event planning company and a movie production company to conceal the proceeds he made from exploiting women. He's a fucking douchebag, and you meet other douchebags that's in on it, and they teach you how to hide your fucking money. Now the party is over, and the film is a wrap. Who wrote this shit? Lauren Frias. From about 2010 to May 2017, federal prosecutors said Jordan operated an international sex ring with the help of a United Kingdom-based madam who was not identified in court filings to share and refer customers. If she wasn't identified in the court filings, would that make me suspicious, as she could be like part of the ones who gave him up in order to save her behind, to maintain her anonymity? Maybe. According to the indictment, he maintained a roster of women who resided around the United States and who, in exchange for payment, performed sexual acts for his client. I guess that's how prostitution works. That's the equation. Jordan communicated with clients by email. Never do that. Sending them photos of women and discussing the price of prostitution services, and he oversaw travel logistics for women to meet with his clients. Strike 10. You're doing too much. Please don't get into a prostitution ring, but you are not supposed to be hands-on overseeing so many aspects of that fucking operation. He was just a one-man do at everything. It was only a matter of time. Including booking several flights from California to New York for the women to meet with clients of the secret business, according to the indictment. He allegedly funneled money from the prostitution scheme through two front companies. Who else would they not name? Nobody else? Damn. Representative for Jordan and Paper Chase Films did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comment. Of course not. He was pimping hoes. Jordan faces 4 counts in relation to the scheme, including money laundering, enticement. Enticement is another term for recruiting prostitutes, I think, and use of interstate commerce to promote unlawful activity, according to the indictment. Shit, man. It just doesn't pay. It really doesn't pay. Next up, delete that, get that prostitute off my page. Now I have me a sip of a non-alcoholic beverage. I saw it in a movie. Man's attempt to smuggle drugs in Bible. Arrested in career first for cop. Cop ain't never seen that shit before. Well, how the fuck you hide drugs in the Bible? Pineapple CNC, son. A man was arrested after he allegedly hollowed out a Bible to help him smuggle drugs. I bet you it was meth. How much you want to bet it was meth? In a move he said was inspired by Hollywood. When you are on drugs, you find ways to waste time. And I was in a hotel room one day, and I was like, there's a Gideon's Bible. And I'm like, let's hollow it, because I saw it in a movie one time. What movie was this? Suspect Isaiah McNamee McMenemy? Jesus. I tried. Yeah, I didn't have anything in there. I didn't even get the chance. I just had it in the car and they locked on it big time. They're like, ooh, he's hollowing out Bibles. I'm like, what they just automatically knew? McMenemy, an Oregon native, was arrested last month in Cheatham County, Tennessee, after police pulled him over in an area known for drug activity. Law enforcement stopped him on a window tint violation as he headed to a Walmart and had only been in the area for a short time. They were quick. I was in town like an hour and I was already in jail. Holy shit. What did they catch her with? McMenemy told officers he was on drug probation and declined their request to search his vehicle during the stop. You can't do that. Like, you just gotta take what you just gotta take what's coming to you. Because they're gonna bring the AK-9. Yep, they're gonna bring the dog around. However, check the perimeter of the car and alerted authorities that drugs were in his car. Now you got the probable cause. First off, he already had the probable cause for the window tints. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, if they pull you over for like a tail light and they smell weed in your car, they could pull you out and search your fucking car. That's probable cause. It doesn't matter what they pulled you over for. Now, I mean, like, at that point, it doesn't matter. Officers found THC vials and paraphernalia on the passenger side door, as well as a lockbox with McMenemy claimed he was unsure of his contents. You know what's in the box. You know what's in the box, man. Just say what's in the box. Officers found meth, heroin, ecstasy, cocaine, and Viagra inside the box. Why Viagra, though? I guess he was going for he went for the fucking hat trick. He was going for the Grand Slam. They also found the hollowed out Bible. Yeah, people were trading stuff for ice. Yes, people want ice, and they say I got a couple of these. What would you do, man? Honestly, I didn't sell much. I just did it to party with people. McMenemy said, I'm just trying to have a good time, baby. I got my ice, I got my Viagra. We gonna party like it's 1999. He was charged with possession with the intent to sell illegal narcotics and is being held under a $75,000 bond. Yo, it's prevention, man. It's prevention. First off, don't have shit in your car. Don't ride dirty. Have a better, or if you're gonna have a better hiding spot than that, you're in a known drug area. You're supposed to plan ahead. But Rocky said, plan ahead. I've never seen one in person up to this date, and I've been doing this like 15 years. I do not think it was very moralistic. It's definitely a kind of a unique find, the agent said. Well, on cops, this lady had she hid the meth in the Bible of a folded dollar bill, and it was in the book of Revelations, or I think it was John. It was like, it was the book of Revelations, and she was using the meth. She used her baby picture. She used her baby picture to cut the meth up and snort it. So what does that tell you about psychological effects? I think that's worse than what he was doing. Sheesh. And that's how we start this show, people. A whole lot of meth, ecstasy, cocaine, Viagra, and heroin. Who would have thought I came this far, people? You got the crooked movie producer. You got the heroin. I don't know, man, what makes people with those type of weird addictions that because cops are trained, they could take one look at you. Yo, I was watching the shit and dude was like, yo, look up like this. He was like, look up like this. And he's like, look up like this. That's all the cop did. That's all the cop told him to do. And he did it. He was like, yo, you're high. That's how they train them. Like, yo, that's what they train them. And it's like, your pupils look like saucers. Like, yeah, what have you been doing tonight? Like, you can't hide it from them. Get this shit off my page. I don't want no residue. Next story. Oh, here we go. Clone. Doctor accused of using own sperm on fertility patient. Be fruitful and multiply. A Kentucky fertility expert best known for knocking women up and not getting them pregnant. No. Best known for claiming to have cloned a human embryo, is now being accused of impregnating an unwitting patient with his own sperm. Jesus. What's up? He looked like the type that'd do that shit too. The woman, Lexington resident Diane White, claims in a lawsuit filed last month that Dr. Panagiotis Zavos gave her his own sperm instead of a donor's. This sperm is not worthy. My sperm is the only one worthy. When she visited him for a fertility treatment in 1988. Well, shit, was the kid burnt? Did she have a kid? Did he really like, hold on here. Hold on. Zabos denies this claim. You can't. White says she was referred to Zavos by her gynecologist after she expressed interest in becoming pregnant via in vitro fertilization. At the time, Zavos was working out of Central Baptist Hospital, where they say it's now known as Baptist Health Lexington, where according to the suit, he purported to practice fertility medicine. Oh, plenty of fertility medicine for you over here. Just let me just get up on these stirrups real quick, and I'll get to fertilizing you. Even though at the time he did not have a medical degree and was not licensed to practice in the state of Kentucky. Oh man, he was just jizzing. He was just jizzing in vials and keeping it cold until he could find somebody to shoot him up. He probably got like 20 kids rolling around here somewhere. At her first visit in late September of that year, White claims Zavos told her he would use DNA testing to find a donor who matched their skin, hair, and eye color. Yeah, him. It's like, that's a doctor's way of saying you're just my type, baby. I want you to have my child. That's what doctors say, man. Like, yeah, you're just my type. Your skin, your eye color. He was buttering her up at that visit and subsequent meeting. She says Zavos identified the donor as a 24-year-old medical student at the University of Kentucky who, like White, had blonde hair and blue eyes. Yeah. White underwent her first IVF procedure in November '88. She claims she picked up the sample from Zavos personally and that he insisted she carry it to her gynecologist's office in her bra to keep it warm. Oh, have his jizz just right there in between her. This guy's a fucking perv, man. Or either I'm a perv for noticing that he was a perv. I might be worse. Yeah, you're gonna hold the vial right there, and hold the vial of my essence right there between your breasts on your way to the gynecologist's office in her bra to keep it warm. That procedure did not result in pregnancy, but a second attempt using a new sample did. On October 3rd, 1989, White gave birth to a baby girl with dark hair, olive skin, and as he puts it, no Nordic features. The baby looked just like him. So Nordic features would be blonde hair and blue eyes. And this guy here, he has dark hair and dark brown eyes. So it's not what I wanted. It's not hey man, no refunds, babe. No refunds, babe. You signed a disclaimer. The girl had said you put your down payment. The girl had several serious health issues upon birth, so White contacted Zavos to learn more about her donor's medical history. Oh God. On that call, White claims Zavos sounded very nervous and insisted that none of his donors had any medical issues, a claim White said she found rather odd. Not at least even go in the background and act like you're ruffling up some fucking papers. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I can't, just give me 1 second here. What's your last name? White. White, White, White. Okay, let's check here. Yeah, your donor. Oh yeah, he has a clean bill of health. You might want to get a second opinion. Since most people knew she had some kind of medical issue in their family. The girl was discharged 5 days later, and White had no further contact with Zavos until, for unspecified reasons, her daughter took a DNA test in 2018. She had the baby. According to the suit, the DNA test uncovered no Nordic heritage and revealed beyond any reasonable doubt that Zavos was the father of the child. Wah, wah. Miss White has been damaged by this breach and that she never agreed to allow Dr. Zavos to fertilize her eggs. Oh, he took it. He took matters into his own hands and would never have agreed to this, desiring a sperm donor whose physical features more closely resemble her own. Wow. A man who answered the number listed for Zavos in public records claimed the researcher was unavailable, then laughed when told about the allegations against him. This person later texted the Daily Beast to say that Zavos was out of the office, but provided the following statement. The claims are false and unsubstantiated. Okay, now you want to stonewall. They never confirmed the validity of any DNA. Stop it. Although Dr. Zavos' team offered to do so, the case has no base. Oh, just bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That's his daughter. White's lawsuit notes somewhat casually that Zavos gained worldwide notoriety for having claimed in 2004 to have cloned a human embryo and implanted it into a human being. Wow. Zavos surfaced again in 2009, claiming he cloned 14 human embryos, and let's guess they all look like him, and transferred them in the wombs of 4 women at an undisclosed. This is the problem with these people who can do shit like this, man. No, 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 no. They get like, yeah, they're playing God or whatever you want to call it. None of those purported pregnancies resulted in live births. And as the lawsuit notes to date, and this is really bad. This is bad for the fetus or and for the woman that's carrying. Dr. Zavos has produced no evidence that he has ever cloned a human embryo. He be lying. He all cap, but I know what you did do. You got a daughter out there, oh boy. Ethically, scientifically unacceptable. Whoa, those clones are going to vote for those politicians someday, he said at the time, and they will get to love them. Oh no. What happens when they get this cloning thing down and in 20, 30 years maybe, we'll be old. You run into a man or a woman and they look just like somebody that you knew back when you were in high school, college, maybe your first job, and they look just like them. Wouldn't that be creepy? Everything. Eyes, voice, mannerisms, everything. Damn. Yeah, man, that is creepy. I don't know. Would I have a clone of myself? Would you have a clone of yourself? I wouldn't do it. Maybe it'll be the evil clone, like the evil Stewie. That was be a bad clone. Bad clone. Clone from the multiverse. Okay. Moving right along. Delete that. Next story. Okay. free heroin, cocaine, and meth distributed in front of police department. That's what I'm talking about. Take a new approach. Hand yourself in. Hand yourself in. Commit the crime right there. So it's just a one trip. Hold up. A group of advocates for the safe supply of drugs in British Columbia distributed free heroin, methamphetamine, and cocaine outside the Vancouver Police Department in protest of existing drug policy. What? According to a press release from the Drug User Liberation Front, get the fuck out of here. They teamed up with the Vancouver area network of drug users to hand out a free, safe supply of illicit drugs on Wednesday. And people really showed up. I would be terrified to show up. So what? So as soon as I grab it, the police is right on the other side of the corner waiting to it's like a fucking, yeah, like a production line. Gave out samples of heroin, meth, and cocaine that was pre-tested and proven not to contain toxic mixes associated with overdoses. Isn't that lovely? Harm reduction activist and Dolph member Eric Nix spoke to Newsweek about the demonstration, citing British Columbia's declaration of overdose health emergency. Jesus, you British people sure know how to fucking drag out a fucking name. God damn. The acronym killers. In British Columbia, we have a long-standing overdose crisis. That crisis is actually caused by the failure of the regime of prohibition. 100 years after all these laws have been imposed, we noticed that there was the production of a very volatile drug market where drugs have become very unpredictable. And I joke, folks who are using them have been dying in massive numbers. There's been 20,000 deaths in the last 5 years. When they go and buy drugs, they don't know what the contents of those drugs are. He added, one day it could be 5% fentanyl, our friend fentanyl. The next it could be mixed. That's an inside joke for you people who haven't heard the prior shows. The next it could be mixed with PCP or ketamine. It's the volatility that causes, yeah, this shit is cut with anything. You don't know what it's cut with. But it made me want to look up because I've been hearing that certain countries have decriminalized these drugs like heroin and like what is it? Ecstasy, Molly, and all that shit. And this is the World Atlas, countries that have decriminalized drugs. Now, decriminalized doesn't mean that you won't go to jail. It doesn't mean that you won't go to jail for it, but under certain circumstances, you won't go to jail, but you'll probably get like a program, but they won't be gunning for jail time. You decriminalize means like for personal, if you get caught for personal use, depending on the situation, you won't go to jail. Depending on the situation, they might either, I don't know, I'm going to spitball here and say you might get a summons, or they might let you go, tell you got to do that in the privacy of your own home, but if they catch you for like distributing, like then that means the jail time. And I guess it differs from country to country. So I got a few. Over 25 countries around the world have decriminalized drugs to some degree, including Portugal, the Netherlands, the Czech Republic, and Germany. The legalization of drugs is the topic of full controversies and never-ending arguments. The Czech Republic, decriminalizing drug use has come with some benefits, according to the UNAIDS, the United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS. In countries that have decriminalized drugs and also put in harm reduction measures, the rate of HIV among people who use drugs has dropped drastically, right? The Czech Republic, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Switzerland are among the countries that have experienced this. Argentina, People can now use marijuana in private in this country without facing criminal charges as long as it does not constitute a clear danger. It's also they're discussing decriminalizing drugs for personal use. People with drug violations are currently the second. Yeah, keep people out of prison too. Shit, for a little bit of weed, get you locked up in an Argentinian prison. Fuck that. Yeah, those who deal, yeah, drugs have been decriminalized in Germany since the 1990s. As in the Czech Republic, you can possess drugs for personal use in Germany without going to jail. People who want to deal in narcotics in this country can do so legally, but only with a license issued from the Federal Institute for Drugs and Medical Devices. Those who deal drugs illegally will be punished as a criminal. That's simple. That's fair enough. Like, in order to help oversee drug users and make the activity safe for addicts, Germany has set up drug consumption rooms. Addicts bring their own drugs and are given access to tools like clean needles that allow them to use drugs in a hygienic environment. This reduces their chances of becoming infected and infecting others with diseases. How nice of them. See, like, in for people who's, I don't know, for certain people it might sound preposterous, but I think that it sounds like it could do nothing but only work. Because what most of the crimes committed by drug addicts is like, yeah, yeah. Next up, I like that story. I don't do drugs, and I don't think you should do drugs either because Avery loves you guys. But but if you're gonna do drugs, I guess don't do drugs. Oh, this is hilarious. Where's reward money? Yeah. Wanted woman arrested after commenting on police Facebook post. We eating our own, the snake is eating its own tail, just like them kids that was on the hibachi barbecuing in jail, smoking weed on Facebook Live. We just have to tell on ourselves. What is it? We just have to tell on ourselves. You couldn't keep your head down for a few more weeks, right? Oh, and to make it so bad, just like the kids was in the county in Oklahoma, yeah, an Oklahoma woman, what's going on out there? Oklahoma was recently arrested in connection with the murder after she is a murder after she commented on a Facebook post asking about reward money. Holy shit. On Wednesday, the Tulsa Police Department published a Facebook post regarding their weekly most wanted suspect connected in the murder of 30-year-old Eric Graves. Who the fuck is this? That's her? I do not care for that mugshot, man. Oh God, that is especially grisly mugshot. The Tulsa Police Department is looking for information about the whereabouts of Lorraine Graves. So damn, was that her husband? Yo, y'all ain't playing. These women ain't playing. I don't know if Mercury is in retrograde. The Tulsa Police Department wrote in face. The post said Lorraine Graves is charged with accessory to murder and the killing of Eric Graves. Detectives say she was involved in the city's 10th homicide of 2021, where Eric Graves was shot and killed at the St. Thomas Square Apartments. The Facebook post said, wow. Black female, 5'7", weighing around 200 pounds. The department published another Facebook post stating that Lorraine Graves was arrested after she commented on the previous post from Wednesday. All you had to do was keep your head down, shorty. Shortly after that, Lorraine Graves started commenting on her post asking about reward money. Wow. The Facebook post on Friday features a screenshot of Graves' comments on the original post. Where's the reward money at? And then not that you, oh God. Groves wrote in the comment, the screenshot also features replies Graves received, including one commenter who wrote, "Girl, you better stay off social media. They can track you." Yo. Another commenter replied by saying, Lorraine Graves ain't gonna be funny when you get processed. Hey, there could nothing is more true than that last reply. Ew, she's a mess. Ah, look at her. Why she gotta look like that? I don't know. She really killed. Was that her brother that she killed? According to Tulsa Police Department, a day after Lorraine Graves published her comment on the original post, she was arrested by officers with the fugitives warrant unit. Like, she probably in the same fucking jail with them people that was cooking the fucking hibachi and smoking the weed just in the woman's pod. Graves is charged with that sexarita murder. Her bond is set at $500,000. Yeah, was arrested and accused of murdering Eric Graves, who was found dead in the Wedgwood apartments. It appears to be mostly about a girl. I hope it's not her because she is horrendous. It appears that there were people that were romantic rivals that decided to air it out with guns. Not over her. Please, no. Lieutenant Brandon Watkins with Tulsa Police Homicide said, oh no. Let me take a second look. Oh no. Somebody just threw their life away. Somebody just took a life for her. Who the fuck? They don't say if that was like her brother or something. I don't know. Get her off my page. She give me bad mojo. I gotta watch after seeing her, I gotta watch cartoons before I go to sleep tonight. Something a little light to water it down. Ew, this is my last story. How are we running on time here? 37 minutes. Man dragged out of barbershop by his hair, after being accused of stealing car. And all I can see is a dude in the barbershop trying to get a fresh lineup and sitting out there bragging to everybody in the barbershop about how his Benz is fresh because it looked like a picture of a Benz in the car. And no good damn well it's not his. A woman in Detroit took the law into her own hands after allegedly attacking and detaining a woman who stole her car. Yeah. Bianca Chambers, 32, hi Bianca, said she tracked her car for 3 days after it was stolen outside the Marshall store at 8 Mile and Woodward on Monday, July 14th, reported the Detroit News. Yeah, she wasn't waiting for no cops. Chambers said she was tipped off on social media a number of times about the location of her car, but each time police arrived at the scene, it was gone. Slack. For shame, police. Pardon me. On Wednesday, July 14th, she found her Mercedes-Benz was outside the 7 Days West barbershop at Greenfield and Grand River. Chambers then entered the salon in order to confront the alleged thief. At that point, I was like, I'm not letting this man walk again. Woo! Chambers streamed a video of her confronting a man via Facebook Live. During the stream, Chambers can be seen approaching the man in a barbershop chair, asking him, "You got that Benz out there?" The man appeared to deny that he had a car outside, to which Chambers replied, "Yes, you do," and took him down. I love her. I went inside and asked him if that was his car, and I hit him, she told the Detroit News. Others inside the barbershop then intervened and pulled the pair apart. No. At one point, the suspect can be seen being pulled by his dreadlocks by another man. The suspect was then detained until officers arrived at the scene. with Chambers announcing during a Facebook Live that she had made a citizen's arrest. Good for you, girl. Good shit, sweetheart. Chambers said she even slashed the tires of her own car to ensure that the alleged thief couldn't drive away again. Smart. I slashed all the tires and I thought that he was going to take off, and I didn't know how long it was going to take for the police to pull up because y'all be slacking. And I refused to let him pull off again. Yes. Police arrived at the scene and took the man into custody. However, officers said that the actions of Chambers and the others who helped detain the man did not amount to a citizen's arrest. What? He stole a fucking car. What are you mad for? That you couldn't be the one to get the fucking collar? You're always a donut short and a coffee late. We've got a victim who allegedly stole this car, who was assaulted, but he didn't want to press charges. So Chambers, how was she going to get arrested? The car was her car. It was fucking stolen. God. But that wasn't a citizen's arrest. It was a felonious assault. No, the fuck she even admits on the video that she assaulted the man. Well, what? In response, Chambers said, well, I guess I would have just taken the assault charge then. And this guy is cruising around in my car. Now he's getting his hair done, about to pick whoever up and go wrong. You got it. Detroit police have been contacted for comment, but yeah, nobody's gonna fucking comment because with the legal rigmarole, the bullshit, and say, well, she took the on her own hands. We don't deal with vigilantes out here. I think she did nothing she did everything right. She trusted in the police multiple times, not just once, multiple times. And after that, she decided to take matters into her own fucking hands. You're driving around in my car. She said it perfectly. He about to get his hair done and go pick up whoever and just go joyriding in my car. I think the fuck not. Yes. I fucks with it. Yo. Cool shit. Feels good. This is therapy right here, baby. This is therapy. Because going into this episode, I was really kind of pissed off a little bit about just in general pissed off. But yeah, I got to blow off some steam. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been fun. Yo, if you fucks with the show, holla at me on Twitter at Rise and Shine, RYEZSHYNE. Also on Twitter at HalfCastAJ, HALFCASTAJ. Hit me on Instagram, TacoMeat05, TACOMEAT05, or you could just hit me on Messenger here at Avery Johnson. Yo, fucks with y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Friday to y'all. I'll holler at y'all very, very, very soon. Adios.